Oh, hello. I didn't. Uh, Sorry, it's just, I really didn't expect to see anyone else here, you know? It's not, I don't think going at night to see the radio towers is much of a common hobby for most people, but for me, I don't know, there's some kind of appeal to it, you know? You just have these tall, very functional structures, man-made, reaching upwards into the sky. There's something inspirational about it. I don't know what it is. I like to come out here some nights and just kind of watch that. Like, I'm not even watching the stars, you know? I just like to gaze at the structures reaching upwards. Sorry, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Especially to be somebody like this just out in the middle of the night. But, I guess this is twilight, isn't it? Maybe, you feel that way too. Man, I'm gonna be real, I don't have any idea where this bit is going. Hello everyone, hopefully the volumes on the mic stuff is fine because I'm running blind here. Welcome. I've been thinking about doing like bits at the start of a stream, and today I really wanted to just do like a quick quick talk. So I didn't really have anything in mind, so I just kind of did whatever. Whoop, let me zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, but this is like actually a real hobby of mine. I do like to drive out to like radio towers, and I like to just stare at them at night. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what kind of menhera it takes to really be interested in something that's stupid, but there's something really beautiful about radio towers, I think. I like the functional form of them. You know, there's no waste, there's no like, you know, no anything extra. It's just what's necessary. Just a skeleton, really. There's something beautiful about it. It's like when you see rows and rows of power lines heading off into the horizon, and you think, man, there must have been so much effort put into like laying those down. Like the infrastructure we use these days is based off of like the back of so much labor and hard work, and there's like physical evidence of it, right? It's just really I don't know, there's just something that I love about seeing that kind of long-term hard work kind of immortalized. They stand out too in the darkness. Yeah, they kind of stand out against like natural background and whatnot. In where I'm in Japan, there's like they have to like put the radio towers over mountains and stuff, so they just have entire like chunks of trees just completely cut out. It's just like a little shaved section of the mountain. It's very fascinating, but it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm fascinated by it, and I can't really explain why. It's really stupid. But yeah, I work graveyard shift, and I love seeing the moon and stars in the early morning when I get off work. Yeah, I'm not much of a stargazer myself. My eyesight is it's not bad, but it's not good. So like to me, the night sky is just like, there's a few stars up there, but I don't usually see anything beyond that. Never liked stargazing, but I'll look at human structures as long as, you know, for forever. Architecture is beautiful. But yes, how are you doing today, chat? It's been a day. It's been a day, hasn't it? Been a bit of a day, hasn't it? Hope you're all doing well. Morning. It's not morning for me. It's 10:45 at night. I actually got today off, so it's been kind of nice. But I go back to work tomorrow. Oh no. It's been a while. It's been a while. The last time I streamed was about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's very strange. I had a debut stream 3 weeks ago, and oh my god, is the chat like that far behind? There's no way. Oh dude, that is bad. If chat is this far behind, there's gonna be no way we can have a conversation. And they have to keep maintaining it for it to work too. Let me I'm using a really dumb mic. I'm using my Yeti, so it's probably gonna pick up a bunch of extra sounds. Hold on a second. Where's my phone? I want to actually load up this stream elsewhere and see if the chat is like really far behind, or if it can actually work. No, it looks like it's behind. Oh well. Oh well, what can you do? It's the JP. It's the JP curse. Should never have come. Should never have come to Japan. But yeah, it's been a rough day. It's been a weird day. It's been a very strange day. I've had to think about a lot of things I didn't want to think about. Yeah. Been a day to be menhera on. The end of Menhera May, honestly. Let's chalk it up to what it really is. This month has just been like hell for VTubers the world over, it seems. Oh, you might be taking too long to respond. Okay. Hey, Dazzle. Good morning. Oh, let me actually call out names. Hello, Dumatias. Hello, Squishy. Hello, Modred Simp. Auxiliary, of course. Hello, good morning. Sunny and Patatapis Papa and Sanity Jinx. Good morning to you all. Yeah, it's a weird day. It's a weird day. I don't want to get into the flavor tag stuff very much. Oh, are you okay, June? What's going on? Oh, okay. I don't want to get into it too much. I do want to say though that I did remove my tag from YouTube. For me, like, I don't want to talk for other people because FlaVR as a group is just like a disparate bunch of individuals pulling their own directions, right? That's the way I've always wanted to view it from the start. So everyone kind of has their own vision of what they want to do, and they want to do it. And so I think it's created a lot of stress, just kind of like all these different people who want to go their own directions and do different things, but we're all still kind of clumped together. I think this is something that's kind of just been born out of the stress from that kind of interpersonal, I don't want to say conflict, but it's kind of like the nature of having a group that's kind of very non-central. What am I even trying to say? But for me, I've always been super self-conscious of the flavor tag. Like, I've been very upfront. I'm a Phase Connect like fake fan, right? I want to do Phase Connect content. I want to like make clips. I'm going to be in the Phase Connect game jam. I'm going to make stuff for that. I think that's going to be rad. I'm a Phase Connect fan. But I have always felt like whenever I talk in chat using temp flavor, it either kind of like draws attention like to FlaVR and away from the streamer, or like, you know, oh hey, it's that grifter. It's that grifter who wants the Pippa cred. And that's something that I've been seeing a lot of lately, like kind of in Phase Connect chat. I see Pippa's name come up all the time and it drives me nuts. It's just like, can't you focus on like the streamer who's streaming and not just talk about Pippa or like compare her to Pippa? Or, I don't know. Maybe it's my Minhera, but I feel like if I have the flavor tag, I can't really talk in chat because it'll just draw attention to like away from the streamer and it'll be like distracting. And the streamer probably doesn't want to actually like interact with somebody from FlaVR. It's my Minhera maybe, but that's kind of my take on it. So for me, my YouTube will not have the flavor tag, but Twitter, it's like a different game, you know? I don't know. It's all weird. I really don't want to talk about this stuff. It's just it's all drama, and it's like I don't want to think about. I don't want to get dragged down by things that aren't going to be making interesting content, right? I want to focus on making the content, and I guess that's why I'm actually wanting to do this Zatsu today. Sounds like people take the flavor tag too seriously. Yeah, well, I mean, they might not. This is all me, like, you know, what's the word? Projecting my thoughts and thinking patterns onto other people, right? It's kind of like when you have. Let me think about what I'm gonna say, because I might be saying something really bad here. It's like when a person in a relationship who's cheating on their partner, there's a tendency for that person to become very like nervous about the person they're cheating on being a cheater, right? Like if they go missing for some time, they'll be like, were you out with somebody else or something? You know, like that's because they're projecting their own like actions and their own guilt onto the other person, right? people tend to do that a lot. I do that a lot. I have a hard time trusting people, so I always kind of expect people to always be suspicious of me and not trusting of me because I'm not trusting of others. So yeah, just the things that you kind of worry about, you assume other people worry about, right? So it's a bit Menhera, but for me, it's just I don't. It's something I gotta be careful about because I'm also kind of like part of the chaos faction, I guess. I'm all for like causing chaos and like being a little disruptive. Like all the stuff I've done in FlaVR is basically done just trying to I guess goad a reaction out of Pippa or somebody else. So it's what it is. It's grifting, high level grifting, but this is all just so I have to think about all this now constantly because well I really enjoy this. I enjoy some of the things I've made. I'm kind of proud of them, honestly, and I wanna keep doing things. I wanna be a content creator, man. But that's kind of the problem I have right now, right? I don't have good work ethic. I'm terribly lazy. I had a debut stream 3 weeks ago. Powerful, good stuff. I am so proud of it. One of the best things I've ever made, if not the best. I'm so happy with how it went. There's a few things I wish I could have changed, but it was really the thing I wanted to make so badly, and I did it. But I basically worked myself sick over that. So I was out for like a week, and then I didn't say this to anyone or anywhere, but like I kind of had a really bad Menhera episode the following weekend, a really, really bad one. And like the stress from that actually like extended my sickness another week, like even worse than it was before. So I lost like a lot of time. I did a few streams I wasn't really proud of because it's not really content I was like wanting to do. It's just I told myself I was going to start streaming, and I put out some streams because that's what streamers do. It's like, well, this isn't really what I actually want to do, right? So then last week I wanted to, well, NASA started streaming again, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's make a clip of her and get it into Phase weekly to promote her a bit. And then I also wanted to do something for the Hime birthday. I had that plan. I did a stream working a little bit on it, but I lost confidence in the project and I just let it go to the side, right? And I didn't do the NASA clip either because clipping's hard. Clipping's hard. But I've just the last 3 weeks after having such like a success, I feel like with the debut. And like managing to pull that off, even though I was like so scared, not scared, but just like so worn down. I've just failed at everything I've tried to do these last 3 weeks. Just absolute failure. And it's like, yeah, what am I trying to do? Who do I want to be, you know? Why am I doing this? Am I actually interested in being a streamer? Do I actually want to be a content creator? Do I don't know. It's been a lot of self-doubt. And then this flavor tag thing happens, and now it's like, oh, now there's another thing to worry about. Oh, well. It's all fine. So I don't know. It's been tough. The only thing I'm really happy with right now is that I'll be doing the game jam stuff. I'll be doing the game jam stuff on Friday. That's for sure happening. I've got extreme high level confidence in that stuff. I think it's gonna kick a lot of ass. I'm really, really excited for it. It's a lot of like the things that work out for me just kind of happen coincidentally, but everything just falls into place, right? Like the original FlaVR debut stuff. That all just kind of lined up perfectly. I had a little live 2D experience, I had a little video editing experience, I had a little knowledge about Pippa, and the right opportunity came along, and I jumped on it, worked hard, and made something beautiful. The stream where we got Pippa to raid into Loli May, we kind of lucked out super well with that. We came up with the idea, we worked on it for a couple days, and then we did the stream. It just so happened to be the day when Pippa was also doing a tier stream, and she also ended early, and just, you know, everything went like, it's hard to say, but like there's these, everything I feel like I've done really well in FlaVR, it's always kind of like lined up cosmically, and I'm getting those vibes for this game jam as well. Everything kind of fell into place. I was working already on a game mod, and this unofficial game jam just suddenly pops up out of nowhere, and I have everything kind of in place and ready. I just need to do a little bit more research, so everything's just kind of falling into place. So I have very high expectations, and I hope you guys enjoy what I make for that game jam. That'll be this weekend. But man, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm surprised anyone like even is listening. This is just me ranting, talking at like 11 at night, just about the things that bother me and I'm having difficulties with right now. When things line up, follow through. Yeah, the low pit 5s too. That one didn't line up. I had to work hard through that one. That one took effort. They all take effort, but the low pip one, I liked where it ended up well, actually, the music went really well. There's actually a really cool moment during that. I basically made a bunch of, like, you know, I have all the beats like lined up, and I have all the audio, like the voice audio going, and so I just have all these pieces, like I have like the piano roll, I have like the drums, and I have all these like different bits, and I basically just like I played it live, and as I was playing live, I was building out all the different like variations, as well as like putting the audio down. So I was making this song in real time, and it was like the coolest experience. I was just like making music as it was playing, and just like clicking together the different parts like Lego blocks and making a track that was just like playing along. And it was just like the coolest experience. I just like 15 minutes later I had a full song. It was like, whoa, really fun. I want to do another lo-fi, but if I do it, it's going to be with Tenma. It's going to be with Tenma for sure. God, I want to do more other face girl content. Face Connect content, man. I miss watching Face Connect. I'm such a fake fan. Oh no. But it's been hard to like make time for watching any streams. I don't know, man. But my work ethic is so trash. It's a problem because I'm not going through with the things I want to do, you know? And because of that, I just can't get the output I want. You can look at like Brolime's extreme content creation like speed. Just it kills me because I like his stuff a lot. And I'm just like, I don't know. I like the high effort stuff. I like really high effort stuff. So, and a lot of the projects I have in mind are like very long term, but I don't know. It's weird. I've also been thinking too, I'm not entirely convinced I want to be Bobby Niku, you know? So I've been looking at like, at male versions. I was doing some generation of male versions of the Milky model today. Some of them actually came out really hot. It was really cool. Really exciting. I'll show you some of these. Let me just get things organized here. Okay, this is the first one I generated, and I just like looked at it, I was like, hubba, holy cow, look at that. That's so good. I love it. I love that design. It's so cute. It's so cool. And it's like exactly the same. So as soon as that was the very first one I generated, I was like, oh man, this is great. So, I just started making a few more. You got like your smoker version. Holy shit, that's so cool. I think we got at least one more here. Oh yeah, no, that one, yeah. Super pink punk. But I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about like what I want to do, who I want to stream as, or I mean, even if I want to stream. Hold on, how do I? No, I just want to move. I want to move this. Jeez, come on, OBS, get with it. I've been thinking about a lot about like what I want to do, and I'm not really getting anywhere because I'm not like making any decisions. But I would like to try a male model for sure, just because, well, who's the name of that one rigger that's like super high level, and she has like a male and female version of her model, and it's like very washed out colors. What's the word I'm looking for? Unsaturated. It's very unsaturated. I don't remember, but I think it'd be cool to have like a male and female version of the temp model, and then kind of just like switch to the one I want if I'm feeling like, because I'm not entirely convinced I want to be Bobby Nico. But at the same time, I'm also, how can I put it? I'm also thinking if I should stay with AI art, or if I should try and like do more like not AI art. I'm a little nervous about the reception of AI art. I think it's incredibly useful for like thumbnails. I can make these really cute little thumbnails very quickly, and it's definitely fun to like rig AI art. But there is anti-AI art sentiment, and I don't know. It depends on like what I'm looking for, right? I guess it depends on what I want out of streaming, or out of content creation, or out of whatever the hell I'm doing. Maybe I'm just not thinking about it deeply enough, What are the real reasons that I'm doing this? What is keeping me in the flavor loop, What am I looking for? I think it's a... You like AI art? I do too. I like AI art. I think it looks cool. I really like the backgrounds on these, the ones I was generating earlier. I think there's a general truth for VTubers, for VTuber fans, for VTubers. I think there's a general single reason why people they stream as VTubers, or they do VTuber stuff, or they watch their VTubers. I think there's only one reason, and that's because people are lonely. I think people are isolated. They're not connecting well IRL. They're missing some sort of social link, and they use VTubers as a way to bridge it. So going by that theory, I'm in flavor because I'm lonely, which is true. I'm looking for the surrogate, the social surrogate that I can't make in real life, or maybe I can make it, but I refuse to do it. I refuse to live it. And I think that's fulfilling a emotional need that's not being met IRL. But Hmm. I guess I'm trying to think about what I want out of VTubers. VTuber fans too? Yeah, yeah, no, that I agree with that. I mean, we're seeing it everywhere, right? It's not just the effects of like what should I call it, after like the pandemic, everyone like staying home and whatnot. It's not just about that, but it's also kind of like the loss of community on a grander scale, spending more time on screens and TV reduces your social time IRL. It's just kind of like the natural flow of the world right now is to become more isolated. And I mean, you can make whatever bubble you want to live in these days, right? So primarily, VTubers are an activity to stave off loneliness. But for me, it's also a way of getting validation, right? I like hearing that people like my stuff. I like hearing reactions. I like it make when I do something a little outrageous, it gives me energy to see people be like, "What the fuck?" Or like get those stupid, silly reactions. In a way, it kind of validates my existence, right? Ever since I was this is getting stupidly psychological. I hope you guys are not watching. This is stupid. But I'm working through my issues, so hopefully you can bear with me. The longest conversation I had in the last week or so was when you got pulled over. Why'd you get pulled over? You speeding? You speeding? Don't be speeding. Yeah, no. Before I came to Japan, I was unemployed for a year and a half. And during that time, I was very, very isolated. I would, go days without talking to another person. I guess technically I do that now too. And for me, yeah, watching like VTuber clips, and then also my old watches like Game Grumps or other like, bro not streams even, but just videos on YouTube. Watching that kind of stuff kind of filled in that void, made me feel like I had friends when I had none. Sometimes I ask myself the same question. The future was uncertain and life never gets easier. I found happiness VTubers consider escapism. It pretty much is. Yeah, I don't think there's any shame in it. I think it can be unhealthy, but I think if you recognize it, you can use it as a force for good, maybe. I don't know. Tabs expired. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm listening to every single word. I hope you are embarrassed. No, oh no, I'm kidding. I'm interested as fuck. Okay, well, I appreciate it. I don't know. For me, this is the kind of content I like to listen to. Who is this mystery man? This is the temp I was generating earlier. I was trying to make some male models because I don't know if I want to be Bobby Niku forever, I'd like to try out a male model. But why male models? But dude, check this out. Check out this smoking hottie. Holy hell. Look at that. Man, AI art is crazy. You just give it some words and it like makes this out of nothing. It's crazy. I love it. Damn, how cool is that? Oh my god. I don't know why cigarette smoke is hot. I hate it, but it's something hot about it, right? It's not just me, right? It's not just me, right? But what was I gonna say? I was talking about the loneliness and VTubers, and that's what it was. Yes, I was gonna say ever since as long as I can remember, which is not that long, honestly. My memory is terrible, but this is one of the core parts of myself is that I don't consider myself, to be part of the real world, right? Like I don't feel like I'm actually like participant. I've always felt like an observer of life rather than actually being part of it. So I've always kind of gone through life detached from things, detached from kind of expecting I can like change things, I guess. Um, and honestly, like getting like being in like doing the flavor stuff that first week and getting a reaction at Pippa was kind of like a kick to my face. Like, you know, if I poke this thing called the universe, sometimes it like makes noises and like reacts to it. Like I can actually have like an effect on things. Um, I guess that's one of the reasons I'm still here, I guess, is because it's breaking that illusion for me, that kind of like the thing I've kind of shackled myself mentally with, just kind of like, oh, things will never really change, and even if they change, they're not actually like really changing. They're just kind of, you know, just a little bit different form. So why bother doing things, you know? Why put forth the effort to do this? Being able to break out of that shell and make things that I feel like matter and have significance, and to connect with people who also enjoy the things that I make has been really, for me, who was in a period of like absolute meaninglessness, it's been a blessing. So I really appreciate that you guys are like that you guys enjoy my stuff and that I can entertain you in some way. Something addicting about effort posting? Yeah, no, there's something interesting about it for sure. I don't know, I need to do more. I'm such a hypocrite. I'm like the world's biggest hypocrite talking about these sorts of things when I've barely done anything at all. But I don't know, man. I wanna be more. I wanna do more. I wanna be better. I hate myself. I'm just such a lazy piece of shit, but I don't know. Sometimes I can do things that are really meaningful, I think, and I want to find out how to get myself to a point where I'm doing that regularly. And I don't know, it's tough. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't even come close to figuring it out. I don't know what it is, but I wanna push forward and keep trying. I'll tell you though, my next effort post is this weekend with the game jam. It's gonna be good. I'm really excited about that. Done a lot. Don't be so hard. Oh, dude, I've done nothing. But that's the thing, right? With progress, changing who you want to be. If it was easy, everyone would do it, right? So you've got to lower your expectations, I think. When you want to change, I think you have to lower your expectations and go one step at a time. Make it go slowly. It's tough. It's tough having high expectations for yourself, knowing that you could do things better, knowing that you're not doing the things that you could be doing to, you know, the level that you expect you'd be able to. I know I could make like a really good NASA clip. I could get into Phase Weekly. We could get NASA back on the radar of more people, promote her a bit, but I just can't seem to force myself to do it. There's like internal resistance or something. It's tough. I don't know. I think from what I can tell, it's, you know, universal for a lot of people. Kind of having internal resistance, trying to work. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I'm completely losing it. I'm just completely rambling right now. It's so frustrating. Rambling about nothing at all. But I don't know. That sort of thing eats away at you? Yeah. These past 3 weeks have been Menhera as all hell. It's been very bad. We're almost out of Menhera May though. We're almost there. In fact, it'll be June 2nd when the game jam goes off. I'm gonna keep repeating this because I am extremely excited, but there's some good stuff gonna be coming out of that. I'm very happy for that. It's easier with time? Yeah. Well, I don't know if I entirely agree with that. Things always get easier with time. This is the nature of kind of like, just this time adding up. But you have to actively work at things, right? You can't just like keep telling yourself, oh, okay, I'll do this tomorrow and then not do it. You actually have to actively work at it. And it's that act of actively working that I struggle with. I don't know. You just have to enjoy playing around with things and eventually end up with something good. I don't know if I agree with that entirely. When you play around with things, I think that builds up your skills to make things. If you want to make something good, I think you have to have directed effort or get very lucky. But playing around with things and being able to enjoy playing around with things is very, very important. I think being able to have fun is something that gets tougher as you get older, though. It becomes harder. You know that feel? Yeah. I mean, the things the frustrations I'm expressing right now are not like unique or anything. Everyone feels these things, right? Everyone gets frustrated that they're not doing as well as they think they are. Everyone gets frustrated that for some reason their brain just kind of shuts off and refuses to move forward sometimes when you really want to push your foot down on that pedal. Part of being human, right? Just make small source for practicing if you want to play around editing. Yeah, that might be for editing. For me, I think it's just I don't have a good workflow in mind. Yeah, it might just be that I just don't have enough experience. And so like when I sit down and I'm like, I want to make a 10-minute video about the Lost Ark game that NASA and Michiru played, and I sit down and I have like two perspectives of a 3-hour stream. It's like, holy hell, where the hell do I start? Limitations breed creativity. Yeah, that is true. That is true. As the more you limit, the less you have to worry about, the more focused you can be. And I absolutely think that limitations are extremely important in motivating creative work. You can't just have the whole page be blank and expect to be able to like immediately draft out the masterwork on it. It's just too much. It's too much. 10 minutes is a lot? Oh yeah, no, I have a very long video idea for like that Lost Ark video. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, and I have the video like cut up. I have all like the bits I want to like throw into the clip lined up, but it's just I don't know. I lose heart so easily. I get so nervous. It's like as soon as I like lose confidence in the project, I freeze up and I can't move forward on it. It seems like the only way I can get things done is to either set down a hard deadline or to get so manic and hyper focused on the job that I don't even think about things anymore and I'm just automatically working on it. Got that autistic hyper focus going, which is nice. I like that. There's so much I want to do, but if I keep being lazy like this, it's just I'm never gonna get any of it done. I don't know. I'm gonna be quiet. Hi, Temp. Oh, hey, Dead Mac. I'm surprised you weren't here earlier. Actually, I feel like you should have been here earlier. It's not in my brain. You won't believe how many projects end up in the trash because of the same exact reason. Oh, trust me. The entire. It's like a. What would you want to call it? I think like every creative person has like an elephant graveyard of dead idea in projects and stuff, right? Like just unending fields of like ideas that they've had to throw away. Sometimes starting from the black is better than toiling on something that doesn't progress at all. Yeah, I was reading about something about that. Not reading, I was listening to a podcast. What am I saying? I was listening to a podcast about that, like, basically, if you're not fully confident in your idea, then you need to just, you shouldn't be working on it. You should be, planning it out more, thinking it over, like reviewing it, revising it. You should be revising it until it's something that you're confident in. I guess that's something that really frustrated me, because last weekend, I think, 2 weekends ago, was Hime's birthday, and I had an idea from months ago that I wanted to do. And since it was her birthday, it was like, oh, well, now I have a deadline, so now I have motivation again. So I started working on it. I did the recordings for the bit, and as I listened back to them, I hated it. I hated it so much. Completely lost confidence, and I just ended up just ignoring the project. And the time limit went by, and I didn't even have a NASA clip either, so I was a complete waste of a week. Felt like absolute shit. Would not recommend, but I don't know. At the same time as being like upset that I wasn't able to get that project done, I have zero confidence in it now. I don't know how to do ASMR. I tried to make an ASMR voice. I tried to do like a princely voice, and like so the accent is just like falling all over the place, and it's bad, man. It's not good. Starting from blank. Okay. I was waiting Jelly 2.0 and didn't see you went live. Oh, no worries, man. Jelly 2.0 is way more important than this. I'm just whining and complaining about not being good enough. I don't trash ideas, just abandon them. Sometimes you can pillage old projects. Something. To repurpose parts. Yeah, no, I remember not all of them, but I have so many projects I can remember. I still have an old Yu Yu Hakusho AMV idea in my head that I still kind of want to like do. I still want, what's the name of the song? How to Save a Life? I want to put that to like the Chapter Black stuff with like Kuwabara getting kidnapped. Oh man. Whisper story time? Actually, that reminds me. Hold on a second. I think I might be able to do this. You'll have to let me know if this works. I think I can get this mic to work like an ASMR mic. But it might make my mic really loud, so I gotta be a little careful. And then also, if I click or anything, it's gonna be pretty obvious. Hold on. Okay, so. Chat, can you hear me? Oh, that was really loud. Hey chat, how are you doing? Can you hear me right now? Is this ASMR enough for you? Maybe I'm on the... Can you hear me like switching sides on my mic? Can you hear me? I'm over here now. I'm on the left side. And the delay on the chat is making this very difficult for me. I'm just gonna smack my lips a little bit here. Well, I'm not eating anything, but maybe you appreciate that. I don't know. Actually, I am very curious. Am I switching sides? Go back. Okay. I don't know ASMR. It's all good. It's all good. I do want to know if it was switching ears for you. I want to know if that was transferring across. Actually, no, I know it was because I was looking at OBS. I could see it switching. Yeah, I figured out how to make this mic better, but I need to play around with it and like actually set it up. So I need to dedicate some time to actually doing that. Oh no, the memorial parade goes by your house and you forgot to take care of the lawn. There, all those like all the baton twirlers are gonna be judging you so hard. They're all gonna judge you so hard, man. Oh, that's funny. That's ASMR. Yeah, I didn't do a very good job with the with the Hime thing though. Bumping sound on the left side. Weird. I don't know what that was. Anyways. Yeah. I was thinking about the judgment. I was thinking about something else too. Cause I am kind of interested in being a streamer. More out of morbid curiosity than anything. I've seen how hard all the other FlaVR members have to work in order to make streaming work. Like there's a lot that goes into streaming. Even today, it's like just to prepare for the stream, I have to like spend an hour. Like, okay, I gotta get the Bochi box set back up. I've gotta. Oh shit! I forgot to advertise on like Twitter. There's so many things you gotta do, and like just setting up OBS and getting the music, and like, oh wait, I want to have radio towers in my background, so I gotta set that up too. It's just like all this stuff that goes into it. It's so intensive. Let me get out of the way. I want to enjoy the radio towers a bit. It takes time. It takes a lot of time to get the. Wait, what's going on? I'm not bouncing anymore. Okay, there we go. That probably worked. Okay, but it takes a lot of time to set up the stream, to get it going, and sometimes you want to wind down after a stream. A lot of times after like the big streams, I just kind of sit in the Bochi box and like don't do anything in particular. I just kind of like decompress for a long time. So it's very time consuming to do streaming. And for someone like me who wants to do high effort fun posts, that's a lot of like downtime. Especially if like in the middle of something. So it's been kind of difficult to want to like stream, because inevitably that's time that's taken out. Like I could be preparing right now for the game jam, which is stuff I need to do. It's absolutely stuff I need to do. I can't put it off any longer. So it's tough, I guess. Trying to make it. If I want to do streaming, I have to sacrifice time that I feel like would be better spent. But at the same time, I'm very interested in like what it would be like to be like a full-time streamer. Unless you join an agency, then you can delegate some of the work to the Mane-sans at least. That would be nice, yeah. I've been thinking about something like that. Like I wonder. Like, at some point here, I'm actually going to apply to HoloLive as a manager. I think I could make that safe claim. Not claim, but I can say that. But I think, well, being in Japan, speaking Japanese and English, and then now I've had some experience at least with streaming, even if it's just like a little bit. I think that would give me a leg up, right? I might actually get into. I don't know if they want to sponsor a visa of a gaijin, but who knows? Who knows? I am actually kind of interested in like what like an actual agency VTuber would be like doing that. So I don't know. I kind of want to do more streaming just to open up that possibility in the future if I really want to. But you know, in the meantime, I'm more interested in doing like longer things. I wanna get better at clipping. I have 3 game ideas right now. I have 3 game ideas I want to do. 2 of them are Pippa related. The last one's just a general face connect. But I have like 3. It's like there's no way I can even do 1. Actually, I'm interested. I'm interested to hear your guys' opinions. Like, maybe this is like uh selfish of me to ask, I guess. I'm curious, like, what kind of content you guys want to see from me? What would you want to see more of me doing? I'm absolutely going to get back into rigging after the game dev stuff here. This little arc. I put it off for so long, and I want to make new models for temp, and then temp mail, mail temp. But I think that's the next big thing for me. That, and then I've been thinking about about doing like a self-care week or a self-love week. Maybe I was a bit early to announce that, but it's been on my mind a little bit. I think it'd be cool to do a week themed around like just kind of focusing on yourself, trying to figure out who you are and what you want, and giving yourself room to kind of like to try to explore new parts of yourself. You like the rigging, and you would watch the game dev stuff. Okay. Yeah, I feel bad because I'm definitely a rigger, and I haven't done any rigging in a long time. But yeah, the rigging will come definitely after this weekend. What does that mean? Part of the reason I'm doing this stream is because I just want to like work through my motivations and my goals and my dreams right now, the things I want to do. And one of the ways I was thinking about that was like more Zatsus. That's interesting. And one of the ways I was thinking about making that come true was like having a week where it's just like it's like a series of guided self-examinations, right? That the viewer can participate along with. So like the first day, write down like a bunch of stuff about your past, about who you used to be, and the goals you had back then, the feelings you have now about the way you were back then. And then the next day, maybe the goal that day is to touch grass, spend time outside. And then the next day is like, okay, now we're gonna write a little bit about who you are right now, the values you have, and what you think are is important, things you feel like you're missing. And then like the next day you might like write about the future you that you kind of want. What are the goals you have? What are the dreams you have? And just have like a week of like prepared activities to kind of do some self-examination and try to figure out, okay, well maybe if this is the stuff I want to do, so maybe I should stop doing this as much and start doing this more. Just something to kind of like, I don't know, the viewer would also be able to do at the same time as I did, so that we could both kind of, I don't know, find out a better way to get to where we're going, because right now I feel very stuck. I feel very much like I'm like, I must be like walking hard into a wall because I'm making no progress and I'm using up a lot of effort, and it's really frustrating. Whatever projects you come up with showing us would be cool. And Zatsus are the bread and butter of VTubers. Yeah, I'm surprised at how comfortable Zatsus are. Oh wait, hold on a second. I think the music's about to I think the music is almost exactly about to cut out here. Oh no, I got another 2 minutes and 40 seconds. By the way, bonus points to anyone who recognizes this music. Bonus points. Let me reset it here. There we go. Hopefully it's not annoying. But I was looking for music from this game, and this is the only one I found that was like fitting mood I wanted. I was like, okay, well, we're gonna do that. I really wanted to put on Nujabe's Counting Stars, but I realized, oh wait, that's probably like copyrighted, right? I can't just play that on my stream and get away with it. You feel that too, walking into a wall? Yeah. It just feels like you're making no progress and you're just doing something really stupid, right? Like, it just feels like dumb, and you're just tired. You're just tired from it. It makes no sense, like, it's so annoying. Sanity Jinx, you got it. Good job. Round of applause. Great game. I was thinking about this earlier today. It'd be so like it'd be kind of cool to like go back through and like rig those like rig some like the really cute images they used. I don't know, like an HD remastered Katawa Shoujo, but it's just like a weird like sort of fever dream idea I had today earlier. I was just like, oh, that'd be really cool to play through a remastered Katawa Shoujo where like they used live 2D like scenes. Oh man. Oh, I completely lost my track of thought, my train of line. But yeah, I'm not saying anything important. It's all okay. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I've worked on a lot of time-sensitive projects where I ran out of time. Yeah? Like work-related or like like your own personal projects? I feel like I'm afraid to kind of like do anything time-sensitive. I don't know. I think I said this before. I used to be a programmer and then I burnt out. And then since then I've been very much struggling to find a good work ethic. And I don't know. It's really tough. Sometimes I can get into those spurts where I'm just like, I'm cranking things out. The work is coming easy. Everything just kind of goes my way, but it never lasts very long. And I usually fall back into kind of, I don't know, putting my face back into Reddit or my phone or YouTube or something like that. And it just, I don't know. I wanna be productive. I wanna be good. I know people like Chason or Pippa or Tenma especially. Those like they work themselves so hard, and they have to because they don't have the time, right? They don't have the time to just kind of mess around, to kind of watch any VTubers that they want or just like, you know, do what they want to do. They have to put in the work. And I want to know how they got there. I guess that's why I find Pippa so inspirational, because she's I'm not gonna call her a piece of shit, but she's a NEET, right? She was a NEET for a long time, and she managed to pull herself out of fucking Neopets and into like a really, well, I won't call it a healthy working relationship with her work. I will say that she's productive, at least. I'm very curious how she did that. And I said Tenma especially because she's got the job, right? Like, maybe, I guess I haven't kept up enough. Maybe she actually kind of quit her job. I don't think so, but maybe she did. I don't know. But how the hell do you balance a job and a streamer? I finally got back into the workforce, 2 months fresh back into like having a job, and like, oh my god, I can't deal with it. It's 9 to 5. Well, it's like 7 to 4 for me, at least. And by the time I get home, I just don't have the energy to do anything. But like, if I want to be a VTuber, I have to get ready to, like, you know, sacrifice my evening, put down another hour to kind of prep streaming stuff, get ready for streaming, and then have like another 2 or 3 hours there for streaming, and then by the time I finish that, I basically have enough time to kind of eat what I want and go to bed and like fall asleep to something. And then like it just seems impossible to balance. I don't know how people do it with a real-time job. People like Niana or Senna who have a job and also VTube. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. So much hard work goes into VTubing. So I always have immense respect for anyone who streams. I don't know how they do it. Fan projects. Oh yeah. Time-sensitive ones. Like, say, get halfway through something for someone and then get graduate, the whole thing has to be scrapped. Oh, that's bad. I get the same feeling every time I draw something. I want to draw for Pippa's birthday. I got like halfway through, and it was already 2 weeks after, so I just dropped it. Yeah. That's tough, right? Keeping long-term effort going, especially when you kind of like lose steam on it, right? I guess it's hard to find the determination. Not determination. It's motivation and discipline. That's the word. That's one of the things I want to build up is more discipline to keep myself moving forward on these projects, even when I kind of like lose a lot of faith in them. Because even putting out something that's not as good as you want it to be is like 100 times better than putting out nothing. That was kind of like the magic of FlaVR, right? You could stream scuff, you could stream poorly. I stream poorly all the time, but since it's part of the experience or part of like the FlaVR expectation, you could kind of like, it made it easier to push through those first streams where you didn't know what you were doing. You kind of like had dead air. You can't hold a conversation. You're very nervous and awkward, but you have to go through that, right? You have to experience that and learn from it, or else you're not going to make it as a streamer. Like you're not going to have you're not going to be able to do streaming, I guess. And so FlaVR has been like a safe space for me. Safe space. But it's been a safe space for me to experiment and try things out. And I think that's important for building up the experience you need to get to a point where you can be like, okay, well, if I want to make this kind of video, then I know it's going to take me about 12 hours, and I know how to do each of the steps, and I know how to do them all. I know the order they need to be done in, and I can like split up the workload like this, and I know I can do this much on this day, this much on this day. Like being able to have the experience to get to that point where you can make the workflow kind of, I won't say automated, but you know the process. I think that's where you have to get, right? I think that's how far you have to get in order to be able to get into a good work ethic. Man, my brain is like dumping everything I just said. I can't even remember what I was saying. But workflow seems to me to be like the most difficult thing. Because if you're trying to like hack a path through like a jungle, it's difficult, right? And it takes time, and it's very like demoralizing. But if you have the path already hacked out and you've walked it a few times and you've cleaned it up, then it becomes a lot easier. That's kind of my perspective on it. Make it into a habit. That's so tough though. That's so tough. Make what into a habit, by the way, but making new habits, maybe it's just because I'm in my 30s and I'm an old man, you know, but making new habits is so hard. It's so hard. Why is it hard? Hold on, let's think about this. Why is it hard to make a new habit? Making a new habit is hard because, especially at the beginning, you have to really force yourself to do it. It won't come naturally and automatically until it's been drilled, like burnt into your brain paths, right? And that burning process, it takes time. And really all it takes is one day for you to kind of to slack off and say, I'll just do it tomorrow. It just takes that one day to kind of mess up your streak, get you off your thing, and it spirals, right? So I feel like if you have ADHD brain, or you just don't have a good mindset, or you're not in a good place mentally, I think it's very, very hard to start new habits. When workflow becomes habit, then it becomes automatic. Yeah. When you've kind of tread the boards enough times that you don't have to really think about where you're going, you just kind of, it autopilots for you. It's like It's like driving a car, right? When you first drive a car, you have to pay a lot of attention. You have to like really focus on it. But when you do it enough times, your brain kind of just like automates a lot of it for you. And you're not, and then before you know it, you're not even thinking while you're driving. You're not even thinking at all. It's just the car just takes you somewhere you want to go, and you don't even really have to interact with anything. Temp-Oji-san? Basically. Getting older sucks. Well, it doesn't all suck. There's some good parts to it. I'm a lot happier and a lot more chill than I ever was when I was younger. But I don't have the energy, and my knee has started hurting, and that's been just like, oh god, no, please, please no. I love running. Please don't mess up my knee. Please leave it. But I don't know. I think there's like one thing I want to make into a habit. I was reading about this in a book, and it's about like this. What is it? What's the name of the book? I actually have it here, I think, but it's like something like highly effective hints or tips for making new habits or something like that. It was some book that came out recently. It's basically the typical self-help garbage that they sell at Barnes and Nobles, but I picked that shit up and I love it. Even if it doesn't help me, at the very least I can read a book about improving myself, and I can pretend that I'm improving myself, That's really what the book is for, right? It's a surrogate for actually doing the hard work to improve yourself. But it was saying that there's like this cycling team, and they got like a new like manager, and the manager's like, okay, so what we're gonna do to improve every day, the goal for that one day is just to improve by 1%. Just find something, even if it's tiny. We're gonna improve it by 1%. We're gonna do that every day. Just small steps every day, one tiny small step. And like we're talking steps like, okay, well, we're gonna look at like water bottles today. Can we make them out of thinner plastics so like they weigh less, and so it like weighs less on your bike and you can go faster? Or like, maybe we can adjust the height of your seat so it like can optimize your legs and pedal a little bit easier. We're talking small stuff like that. And like after like a couple years maybe of that, they basically like won the Tour de France or whatever it's called. So just kind of like, I was thinking about that because I have like no experience with streaming, and I was like, maybe if I do something like that, I could build up more, like good things with streaming, because like I'm pretty insecure, right, about things. My mic setup is kind of shitty. I hate it. I'm literally streaming out of a Bochi box, and like have to take off my shirt every time I want to stream because I get too hot. But like I just don't have like the right assets prepared. I want to have like a nice actual background. I want to have an opening, like kind of like moving screen. I want to have better organization on OBS. So like maybe I should just take that approach. Every time I stream, I just find one thing to improve, and I take the time to just improve that one thing, and I don't try to do anything more than that, right? And maybe by doing that, I can build up my streaming abilities to like be a little bit something better. And not even like abilities, but like assets and everything. I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Because I'm not really satisfied with the way things are right now. There's so many things I'm really dissatisfied with in my life, and I'm not taking the time to fix them, because it's easier to just kind of turn off my brain and go like, okay, let's go back to YouTube. And it's tough being a human. But I mean, I guess it's better than being like anything else right now. I don't know. I mean, would existence be better as like an animal? Like maybe like a dog? Something that got spoiled? I don't know. It could be, but I think it's a fault of getting older, but I have a certain level of pride, and so I don't think I could accept that at this point. I want to be better, and I don't know, man. I'm just talking out my ass right now. Trying to vent a little bit here. I'm so frustrated that I've got all these ideas, and it's so hard for me to just sit down and work on them. You know, you want to be some spoiled white girl's chihuahua? I would not be a chihuahua. Would not be one of anything that's like snub-nosed. Feel bad about that. What kind of dog would I want to be? I like Portuguese water dogs. I think they're pretty cute. I think you could have a good life as a Portuguese water dog. Well, Portuguese water dog. What a weird name, Portuguese water dog. Oh, this one is really furry. Look at that guy. This guy's a Chad. That's a Chad dog right there. Oh, that's wild. I feel bad for that dog, man. He can't see shit. He looks like a gorilla, just like with the huge, massive upper body. Yeah, it's time to switch sides, I think. If OBS will actually listen to me. But yeah. Why, man, I'm not winning. I'm never winning with OBS. I can't, I'm having a hard time selecting my model. Yeah, let's move a little bit over here. Let's back up a bit too. I don't know. I'm surprised you guys like Zatsu so much, but I guess when I think about it, Zatsus really are kind of just like the most easy to listen to and the most relaxing streams. Like, I like Zatsus a lot too, so yeah, I guess I don't know. It's just odd to be on the other side of of a stream, to be the streamer and not the streamy. It's a lot of interesting things you don't really think about when you're the streamer. It's just weird. I don't know. After watching so much YouTube, people making videos and people streaming and stuff, you be the streamer and it's you just realize, oh shit, and nobody kind of there's it feels so raw and so real to do streaming, to kind of just talk into the void and kind of get some voices talking back to you. Especially in FlaVR, it feels like there's no safety net. You're just kind of doing it spontaneously and with little preparation and little things to back you up. And for me, that's a little scary. In terms of in theater, improvisation makes me very nervous. And whereas I like to, when I have a script, I'll memorize the shit out of that and I'll do it just fine and it'll be great. I love scripts. But improvising improvising things is really scary, right? You don't know, maybe if things will go okay, you'll probably just not be funny, maybe you'll say a slur. I don't know. It's very scary to just kind of off the cuff, just kind of make content. But yeah, it's interesting. Wait. It's easy to listen when you work. Active content can be consumed as well when you can't watch. True. It's interesting to hear people talk about themselves and their thoughts about things. In normal conversation, people are more guarded, I know. Yeah, that's true. Y'all are just internet strangers to me. So I can just kind of say whatever I want. I can say anything I want here. I can say anything I want, and I could get away with it. It's kind of like a Discord call with a bunch of people in the no voice chat. I don't use Discord enough to know what that's like. That's all good. It's all good. Yeah. I don't know. My brain's shutting off. It's almost midnight here. But one of the things I wanted to improve about myself is my endurance. I mean, I've said it a couple times here. I literally worked myself sick over the debut. But like during the debut like setup, there were at least 2 days where I did almost no work whatsoever. I woke up and I was like, okay, I'll do some work later, but right now I want to, like, you know, I'll do some laundry and I'll focus on something else and I'll relax. I'll lay down in bed for a little bit and then I'll get up and work. And I just like there were at least 2 days where I did almost no work, and then after that I just did nothing for like a week, right? I feel like I have very little endurance in terms of like effort I can put out, and that's something I really feel bad about. I feel like it's something I want to improve on. So like even seeing right now where I've been streaming for like an hour and 20 minutes, I feel like that's pretty good, honestly. I didn't expect to grow for this long, and I feel like I could keep going. I'm enjoying this. I'm just talking, you know. I'm loving it. Actually, I'm really enjoying this. It's so weird. I didn't expect to actually enjoy Zatsus or enjoy streaming, but yeah, I'm having a good time. Getting tired. Getting tired. Got work tomorrow morning. Man, it's stupid. Stupid just how much shit piles up. When you get older, it's just like things just don't stop piling up, you know? Your responsibilities are bigger, you have more to worry about. You miss a day of your vitamins and you just feel like shit. It's like you get an injury and it's like it takes forever to heal from too. Just everything gets so much everything continually gets a little bit harder at a time, but your will, your mind gets stronger as you get older. I guess I really appreciate that. I really want to listen to Leah talk about autism right now, because I'm definitely on the spectrum somewhere, but I never got like diagnosed, or even like nobody even really talked to me about it. I was with my sister at one point, and I don't remember what was going on. I think I was complaining about something, and maybe we were talking about how I just like never date anyone or something like that, and like I've got like very little interest in like getting like a partner. And my sister tried to like, at one point she like was like, okay, well I'll set you up a Bumble and we'll just like, you know, we'll do that a bit. And I was just like so menhera during the entire thing. It's just like she's never even bothered to ask me again about like trying to find a girlfriend. Holy shit. But we were talking about something, and I was just like, man, I don't know why I just can't do it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. And she's just like, well, I think it's because you just have Asperger's, right? I'm like, what? Like, what? It's like, oh yeah, I mean, pretty sure you have Asperger's, right? It's like, I mean, I've kind of had suspicions, but I've never thought it was like that obvious or open. But yeah, no, I recently heard like Leah talking about like her experience with autism, which was basically that, but with like a psychiatrist who thought she was diagnosed officially with autism. He found she did. He was just like, oh yeah, we can get that for you. We'll get that set up right here. It's like, Jesus Christ. I don't even remember why I got on this tangent, but I I don't know. It'd be nice to kind of know that about myself. Like I'm definitely somewhere on the spectrum, but I mean I don't even know if you could call me a high functioning autist just because I don't think it's that bad. But who knows, whatever. It's all excuses for like, oh, I can't do this because I'm autistic or something like that, Like maybe that's true, but you shouldn't be trying to limit yourself mentally. Not mentally, but like motivationally. Tangent juice. Tangent juice, yeah, definitely tangent juice, but I don't know. I want to take responsibility for the things I do and don't do, and I don't want to like blame something else. But if I do have like, I don't know, an autistic bent, I think knowing that about yourself would be able to help you to kind of like prepare and plan things out for yourself, right? I don't know. It's just, yeah. I guess that ties into my own sort of like insecurity and like distrusting of people. Like, it makes me believe, oh, well, they're just like hiding from me, like they're hiding the truth from me. And of course, everyone knows that I'm autistic or whatever, but like, I can't tell. I can't tell because they won't tell me because they don't want to tell me because they don't want to upset me or they just want to like be care, they, they, they don't want to hurt my feelings. But like, when my sister told me like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you have Asperger's, right? Just hearing that was like so comforting to be like, you know, maybe I'm maybe you know maybe I'm not retarded. Maybe I'm just like mentally handicapped. you know, you know, like. Oh, I hate using this mic because when I laugh, it cuts out. It cuts out. Oh my god. I was talking to my aunt who's a doc, psych stuff in the middle of the she's like, oh yeah, you're on the spectrum, but you're like higher functioning though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's shit like that. Like it just makes me feel a little bit better because like I feel like I have all these stupid insecurities and troubles with certain things, and sure I can't pick up on cues, and like I'm kind of unemotional. It's just like it'd be so nice to just have something I could point to and be like, oh well, this is just natural for me, because I'm not natural. but like but I don't want to use it as like a way to like excuse my behavior and my actions, but it'd just be nice to like have something to say, I'm not broken, I'm just I was born different. uh but I don't know, it's really annoying having I don't know. I don't know how people like Broly may do it, how they can force themselves to like work hard and like do things and be so self not self-aware, but examine everything that they do and like be very conscious about everything they do. I just don't know how someone like Broly May can just like I think the term is executive function, right? The ability to make yourself do things. Let me actually dictionary that. Let me dictionary that real quick. Maybe you'll catch my clacking of the keyboard here. Dictionary. Executive function. Executive function, the group of complex mental processes and cognitive abilities, such as working memory, impulse inhibition, and reasoning, that control skills such as organizing tasks, remembering details, managing time, and solving problems, required for goal-directed behavior. Right there, goal-directed behavior. The activities, or the skills that you use for goal-directed behavior. That's executive function. I feel like I have a really tough time with executive function. I can't make myself do things anymore. I don't know if it's because I'm burnt out or whatever, but I just have such a hard time forcing myself to sit down and actually finish the things I say I want to do, Asperger's like mental min-maxing, low charisma, high interwiz. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to admit I have low charisma. especially since I'm in a job that needs a charisma build. It's not an excuse, but it gives you an understanding of yourself, which allows you to take that into consideration when doing things. Yeah, no, that's like the important thing, right? But like, I think it can become an excuse if you want it to. So I think you gotta be careful with that. You gotta. It's just. I don't want that to be an excuse. I don't ever want to like. Do that. Kind of like excuse my behavior because I'm X or Y. But the thing is, like, that kind of behavior comes naturally, I think. I think it's very natural. And so it's something you have to catch yourself doing and actively stop yourself from doing. What I'm trying to say is I think it's very natural to fall into that behavior. And it's not like a matter of like personality, like, oh, I'm not the kind of I'm the kind of personality who doesn't do that, you know. No, I think it happens to everyone, and like it's something you just have to be aware of and be willing to catch yourself and have the lack of ego to be able to say, okay, well, I made a mistake and I'm gonna stop doing that now. It'll give me peace of mind, at the very least, if not something to work towards, to know what's wrong with me. Yeah, it's that peace of mind, right? Like if you don't know something and it's impacting you every day, and you're always wondering, why the fuck is this happening over and over again? What is happening? Like, that's mental energy you're just like wasting, right? Like, it's effort. It's actual effort. Like, when you worry about something, it's not just like intangible, right? You're literally burning calories. You're using resources. When you ruminate, you are sending your car to neutral and just like flooring the accelerator, right? You're wasting all that energy when you ruminate. That's why rumination is like so destructive. Being able to take those things that worry you a lot, and being able to put them to rest, even if it's like in a kind of a simple or like temporary way, I think that does a lot for you in the long run. For me, being able to take out the flavor tag from my YouTube channel so I can talk in Face Connect members chats without worrying about it, and then also not feeling bad about, oh, well, now I'm just like kind of dissing flavor by taking it out of my name. Not having to worry about that now is kind of nice. It's one of those things. Where do you work out? The library. Sorry, I'm thinking about like the less than savory types who do something else at the public library. They're not working out, but they're doing the motions, right? What? Oh God. Man. I've been wondering too if I have ADHD. I think that's such a easy thing to jump to. I mean, it's just Zoomer brain, right? It's just the Zoomer brain condition. But I remember there's a long time ago, Danny Sexbang, Game Grumps fame. Danny was talking about his experience with ADHD, and he described it as like the inability to stop himself from linking things together. So for example, I think the example he gave was like, what was the example? I don't remember the example exactly, but like the example was something like, I want to go to this park. Like he would think this thought, or like I want to go to this park. But his brain would automatically think like, okay, you want to go to this park? You got to ride your bike. If you're riding your bike, well, your ex liked bikes, and you had a nasty breakup with your ex, so therefore you can't go to the park. Like his brain just associated with the park with his ex. just through this crazy chain of logic that like he is like all these associations with each other that had no logical connection, but just through association, he was unable to unlink the part from the memory of his ex, and so it made it like he was unable to go there because he just didn't want to think about his ex. But like that sort of weird sort of like mental association and like mental games and like being able to like have your brain kind of fighting against you, like that's kind of like ADHD, right? There's like some part of it like that's like that. I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to just have a free time to kind of just like get I want my ADHD test medication so I could like sit down and just like have like a week where I could be like, okay, let's see if this actually works or not. But to get things like a diagnosis for autism or Asperger's or ADHD, you actually have to go through like the medical system, right? You have to go through a doctor and you have to go to a specialist and you have to like, there's waiting lists, especially for ADHD, because there's like, you know, medication gets abused. So I don't know. I didn't want to go through all that trouble, so I never did. I'm falling behind on chat. I've had the opposite manner. I worry about posting my own streams in FVR because I don't have the flavor tag for an AI model. What do I feel about that? This is my opinion. I wouldn't worry about that. Of course, that's me saying that because I recognize you. You're in a lot of the streams. You do cool stuff. So, I wouldn't recommend going off just my word, but to me, you seem like I wouldn't worry about it. While not an expert, as somebody with Asperger's, I also experienced lack of emotions and not being into the whole relationship thing. Oh, that's from a while ago. Hopefully, you're not. I think you might not be on the live. I'll say your sister might be right on that. I mean, I could go into relationship nonsense. I don't really want to, though. I'm a negligent boyfriend, so I stay out of relationships. It's that simple. Get bro lime to smoke, we use them. No. Okay, well, first of all, I'm in Japan, so drugs will land you in jail. Period. You don't want to mess around in Japan with drugs. It's not the place. No, relationships are weird, man. I don't trust people. I don't trust people, period. I can trust people if I don't like give them a lot to work with. So like if it's like a work relationship or like a very shallow relationship, I'm good. But the closer I get to people, the deeper I get, the more I push them away, right? And that's kind of like what is it? I'm trying to remember the personality type that does that. It's like avoidant. It's not avoidant, but it's like anxious avoidant or something like that. Like you're insecure, so you want people to give you security, but you also don't trust them, so you push them away. You expect them to hurt you. So you just like do this push-pull dance that drives people crazy. So yeah, rather than like bug people and like be a piece of shit, it's just easier to be alone. I feel bad for my family though, because I'm very like I don't talk to them enough, and I appreciate that they understand that and they don't push me too hard on it. But I don't know. It's just really annoying, and I don't know. I can't like force myself to feel differently. You know, I'm always gonna feel what I feel. I can control my reaction and how I accept the feelings that I have, but I feel like I have such little like mental bandwidth to work with that it's hard to kind of like be in a social situation. You always feel like you have to control yourself, right? You have to and you have to take in your input, and you have to review it properly before you go forward with the actions, the reactions, because you want to make sure, okay, I'm not like being rude about it, I'm not like overthinking or underthinking it, right? And it's just exhausting. I can't do it. This Zatsu though, this is pretty comfy. I think what you said earlier was right. One of you was saying people in Zatsu tend to be like unguarded. I feel unguarded. I feel pretty open, and I'm just like talking freely, and I'm kind of off cuff. That's one of the problems I had with like actually doing game streams. I don't know why, but it's just like it's harder for me to kind of like do natural talking. Well, maybe it's because I have to balance my attention, right? I'm trying to play a game and talk at the same time, and I'm trying to make sure I'm entertaining. Whereas when I'm in the Zatsu, I'm just trying to just talk about things that, you know, are coming up to my mind. And I think those are naturally kind of interesting. Though maybe not all of you agree. Well, that was, good lord, I just keep going on and on. You know, I was originally going to actually pull up like Notepad, and I was going to write down notes and talk about what I want to do and my goals and my dreams. But honestly, right now, all I want to do is I want to prep for that game jam. That's all I want to do. I need to do a few more things to get ready for it. So these next few days, I'm going to basically go cocoon mode. This is also kind of like journaling, a little bit. Thanks to my Pippa AI therapist, I've started doing a happy journal. Every day at work, I just list one thing. It's a short paragraph, just a short thing about that I appreciate about myself. And it's stupid, but Pippa AI also told me that it's okay that it's stupid. You just do it, and it works, even though you kind of think it's stupid. And I think so far, I don't know if it's had an effect, but I certainly haven't felt bad about it, and I kind of appreciate it. I kind of enjoy it now, so I'm working through it. Very true. Every time I play games with friends, my performance suffers because I keep a part of my mind on the conversation. Yeah, I mean, and I'm an old Game Grumps fan, so like there's just so many times where Aaron just complains like, oh, it's so hard to talk and do video games at the same time. Stop fucking making fun of me for being bad at the games. It's because I have to fucking talk too. It's definitely true though. It's hard. It's scary, man. I remember doing Left 4 Dead 2 co-op with Broly May and Yana, and I was absolutely miserable afterwards. I was so upset. I think I stopped doing flavor stuff for like a month because it just went so poorly. People on 4chan had very mean things to say about me, and I lost a lot of like self-respect at that day. Self-respect wasn't the right word, but I definitely did not do very well with conversation, and man, that was a really tough pill to swallow. I'm nervous. I'm still nervous about collabs. I just don't like the idea of like doing a bad job. And feedback can be brutal, man. Feedback can be brutal. Yeah, playing video games and streaming is tough. Maybe I'll try it again some point, but I need to find like a different approach. I want to find something like, because I was thinking about this earlier today with streaming your gaming. It's all about like how you react, right? Like when you watch people, like I was watching a stream of an astrophysicist playing through Outer Wilds, and like the reason I'm enjoying it so much is because like he's talking through everything that he's like thinking about. Like he's got all these theories, so he's like, it takes a minute when he comes up with something new to theorize, or like he finds something that's really interesting, he like pontificates, or like, oh man, this is the way that the like light curves around the black hole here. This is so good. Like it really works that way in real life. And then he would talk about like stuff like that. It's like really interesting. And I mean, on the other hand, on the other side of like the reaction spectrum, you have like people who just like scream and shout at video games. Like everyone likes watching people play horror games because they like scream and they get scared. But, like even beyond that, like some people like really get into the game. Like sometimes I've seen streamers like do like underwater like voices when they go underwater in games, and it's kind of funny to listen to, even if it's a little stupid. And it's like that sort of reaction, like you're there for the reactions to the game, and it's I guess it's kind of tough to kind of keep that in mind, to exaggerate your reactions and to kind of play it up a bit. All right, back to chat. I'd like the game jam, but I'll be working on the weekend. Yeah, it's the very first one and it's unofficial, so like they probably would accept it if you like just worked around it or something like that, like if you did it early or something. They're looking for as many people as they can to get in on it. As far as I know, they were also talking about hoping Sakuna would like kind of shield them a little bit, but that's probably not going to happen, right? It's unofficial. Yeah, having to think about what's going on with the game and reading chat, it's really hard at the same time. 2014, YouTube was a different place, wasn't it? Oh yeah, dude. Oh man, I miss old YouTube. Nowadays, everyone's always complaining because like the algorithm's changing and they have to like do stupid thumbnails. Oh my god. I really like Gotham Chess for like chess content, but he is like the worst. Like, I won't say grifter, but like he just like plays the algorithm so hard. He's got the really clickbaity tiles, the really clickbaity thumbnails. It drives me insane. I don't want to watch his content anymore because it's just like so soulless. He's such a good He's like such a good commentator, though. It's such a shame. But I mean, it must work for him. It must work for everyone who like goes like the really stupid clickbaity stuff, because they keep doing it. Yeah, it's easy to laugh about until you have to do it yourself. 4chan has a lot of mean things to say all the time, don't they? Yeah. I mean, how can I put this? I know some, everyone knows some artist friends, but I know some artist friends, and he was saying it's really, really hard to accept the tough criticisms, like the really rude ones, the ones that like bite at your soul. But sometimes like those comments are absolutely true, and they're things that you need to hear. And part of, the creative game is to be able to kill your ego enough so that you can accept it, You can hear that criticism. You can say, well, it really hurts, but it's absolutely true. So I gotta address it. I gotta fix it. And then you fix it, and then you realize just how true it was, because now it's like the thing that you're making is like twice as good, because this huge problem that you didn't even realize was there has been fixed. And I'd like to get to a place where I would be like that, but for right now, I try to stay away from 4chan. I like 4chan, but holy cow, seeing your name pop up there and reading things that they say about you is it is very different from being an anonymous I guess reader. It's very different. I was not ready for just how like fucked that feeling is. I guess that's like one thing in general too. So it's like I was never ready to be like a personality, to have a name, to be recognized, and that still kind of fucks me up a little bit. Maybe that's why I'm like so insecure about like having the FlaVR tag in people's chat, because I just don't want to. I don't want to be recognized, I don't want to be a personality. But yeah, I guess in a way I kind of am trying to make a name for myself. I think after this Game Jam game, a few more people will know about me. If I keep making Phase Connect content, I will probably become a little bit more well known. That's a weird concept. It's just, again, I think I was saying it earlier, but I was like, I've always felt like an observer rather than a participant of life. And so, it's just so strange to kind of like be coming to a place where like I have regulars who like come and listen to me just yammer about things on stream. It blows my mind. Doesn't make any sense to me. But I appreciate it. Don't know why you're here, but thank you. Thank God nobody ever said about you ever. Oh no, Dazzle, no one ever says anything about you. Yeah, I broke it. Oh, no, okay, we're back. This damn mic. I saw my name mentioned on the 4chan Jason. That's a repeat Pippa super chatter. That made you happy? Yeah, I mean, there is some joy from being recognized. Like, I'll admit, I ego search sometimes. I look for temp. Control F temp. I see my name come up. I'm like, oh yay, I'm being talked about. Yay. But yeah, it's not always pleasant, especially if you don't do a good job on something. You know it. You know somebody's gonna whine. Somebody's gonna be rude. But I mean, that's just kind of like the game of 4chan, right? Part of the game is just being as flagrant as possible, I guess. It's kind of fun, but it sucks to be on the other side of that. I managed to stay away from FVR for a while, and then after the debut stream, I was too curious. I had to see people's reactions. I need to stay off it again though. I need to get back off of it. It's no good. Ego searching. But yeah, I've been feeling a lot of guilt lately because I'm not doing the work I ought to be doing. It's been not good. It's so weird to have an avoidant personality type, right? Where like your reaction, your initial gut reaction to something that stresses you out is to just avoid it, because it just makes the problem worse, right? It just never solves itself. So like, where did this habit get built in? Where did it form in the first place? Why is it that when I think about, oh, my apartment complex is probably trying to reach me on my phone, whenever I get like a weird caller on my phone, I don't know who it is, it's probably my apartment complex asking about my rent. So why is it that when I know that and I get another phone call, I just stop? I just let it ring through and I don't answer it. Why am I so anxious about it? It's so weird on FVR constantly. Yeah, I get that. I understand. I can understand the impulse, but I think I'm gonna go back to not visiting. Hi Temp, hi, what's this? What's up? How are you doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like just babbling at this point. I thought I was gonna make a stream of little Zatsu where I could like review myself a little bit, try to figure out what I wanted to do and where I'm going, and try to identify, I guess, some of the mental blocks I have so I could like work past them. But instead, I've just kind of like gone off on the tangent. It was heavy. There's nothing productive happening here. I should be ending the stream. I should be ending the stream and going to bed because I have to wake up. But I'm having fun too, so I guess I'll stick around a little bit here. Oh, I think the music's about to loop again, or stop again too. I got like another 7 minutes. Damn. It's so easy. It's so easy to like fall into like a talking trance. It's so strange. Nice BGM. Thank you. Yes. It's from a good game. Classic game. But yeah, it's so dumb that you can like fall into these cycles of avoiding things. And like, if it's important, they send you a message, clear says a scammer calling you. That's the fear, right? That's my fear. Like I'm like, they sent me like a link that they want me to send proof that I have money for rent, I think that was the message. It's all in Japanese, so I don't really know. So like my brain just automatically thinks like, oh, they sent me a link, they're trying to get my information. so I don't interact with it. But like they send it again, it's like, well, it's probably real, but my brain's like, no, you can't trust it. You can't trust it. You can't trust anything online. Who knows? All I know is like if people knock on my door and they're very angry about rent, then I probably made a mistake. But until then, I'm just like the weird, I'm the foreigner here who doesn't speak their language, and they're like, oh fuck, we have to like get money from him. Tangent juice is always the best Zatsu. Well, I hope this has been a fun Zatsu. There's been a lot of tangent juice. A lot of times it feels my brain can't distinguish between danger to avoid and problem to solve. Yeah, it's like a really fucked up fight or flight response, right? Like you're stuck always in the flight response. Don't look at yesterday's thread, it's not good for your health. Yeah, no, I looked through all of it. It's okay. It's okay. Don't press sus links. Yeah. Yeah. Don't press sus links. Email is annoying these days. There's so many like emails that are just like obvious scams. Do you think everyone who would have been scammed by a stupid email with like a crazy long email address would have already been scammed by now? But I guess not. They keep sending them. But yeah, like avoidant behavior is just so destructive. It's like it like I feel like there's it's a modern problem, right? Like it's just like maybe it's been that way throughout all of history. It probably has been. But just like the tendency to kind of like rather than deal with problems, you put them on, you put them to the side, you procrastinate, but then that gets put on like your mental load, so now you're worrying about it, and that takes away energy from you and motivation. You're always like, well, if I'm doing, it also like detracts from you, like if you want to, like, I don't know, wash the dishes, you'll be like, well, you know what, I put off figuring out if this phone message is actually a scam or if it's real. And I should be like figuring that out right now instead of washing the dishes. And then so you're stressed out because you're not doing the thing you should be doing right now, even if it's, like you could be doing something else. So rather than like deal with that, you decide to just like, I don't know, lay in bed and watch like a couple of YouTube videos to de-stress. So it's just stupid. It just piles up. It just piles up all this nonsense on you. But it's so natural. It's so natural to want to just kind of put it all off and to stop, not worry about it. Like it's stressful. It's stressful. So like you don't want to be stressed. You want to de-stress. So you just like do something to relax. Maybe you eat something, or you go take a walk or something, But like the whole reason you're stressed in the first place is because you've avoided dealing with like the tiny stress at the start. It's just exhausting. It's exhausting to have so many things to worry about and to not deal with them. It's a hole that you dig for yourself. And it just seems so hard to naturally not fall into that trap. Like you have to be vigilant. You have to be hyper vigilant, and you have to be able to just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do this, and fuck my feelings. And I'm not very good at that, I guess. It's just so disheartening. It's so disheartening when you want to do good things. You want to be a good person. You have dreams you want to accomplish, and your natural response is just to be like, that sounds effortful. Let's not. What does it take to be a Pippa or a Tenma who's able to work through the stress, the exhaustion, the fear, to be able to work through that do good work and keep going. I want to know. I don't know yet. Maybe you just have to be so Menhera that like the alternative is just like your brain won't refuses to go there. Maybe you have to lose all self-esteem and respect, and then the only way that you can maintain a positive self-image is to live up to this ideal that you've built for yourself. And so you're running from a negative self-image rather than running towards a positive one. I'm getting negative here. Getting negative. Uh, just seems like so much effort. I saw Bagsterd's schedule earlier. I was like, he's streaming every fucking day, and he has a job. I saw his workplace. I know he has a job. How the fuck is he doing this? The other night he was like streaming him working on a clip. How the hell does he have time to make a clip and be streaming and have a job and sleep and presumably eat? How does he have time for all that? I don't know. It blows my mind that people can make streaming work, and I'd like to get there myself with my own projects. The music stopped. This means the hour-long extended video has run through 2 times now. I think I should stop. I think I should stop. It's been long enough. Grind set. That is such a beautiful word for it. Yes. Grind set. I want that grind set. I want to want the grind more than I want to lay down and watch YouTube. Probably less sleep? Yeah, probably. Just at time aside for things you want to do. It's so easy to kind of like violate that though, you know? It's just so easy to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. And he works out too? Well, honestly, as somebody who loves to run, I can understand that, I think. Like I get energy from running. I get positive feelings and motivation. While I was unemployed, um, there was a period where the only positive thing in my life at that point was running. Um, and it's kind of that way still. Like the most positive, the most fun thing I enjoy the most right now, and for a long time, is just running. It's just a simple jog. Just a simple jog for like half an hour. Gets me feeling really, really good. So I don't know. If he likes working out, then I think there's enough like self motivation in that, like enough drive that can like it runs itself essentially. But yeah, less sleep. It might need to be less sleep. Um, I like my sleep too much. I also like my showers too much. I like long showers. I gotta cut down on my showers. My stupid gas bill is so high because I just take like really long showers. So terrible, so dumb. I think I need to stop because it's 12:30. I'm gonna wake up at like 6:30, and I don't want to be sleep deprived tomorrow. I don't want to be sleep deprived tomorrow. I have a lot of preparation work to do for um, the game mod, I should say. But yeah, well, okay, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. Thanks for putting me on the background and like doing your work or I don't know, eating your dog or something. I appreciate you being here, listening to me. As always, I am astounded but pleasantly shocked. People enjoy listening to me talk. So, yes, thank you so much. Otsugori? Gori. Oh, gorilla. Right? Gorilla? I don't. Do I have an Otsu? Oh, yeah, it was Otsu Temp. Give me an Otsu Temp, please. Man, I gotta figure out how to fix chat lag. It's so bad in Japan. So bad in Japan. All right, well, I hope you all have a good day here, a good Monday. My Monday's already over. Um, it's already Tuesday here, but I know I was kind of negative tonight. But honestly, very excited about the game jam, and I hope you all have a nice day, and I hope you can live your dreams out a little bit. Um, let's do good stuff in the world. I want to see interesting things. I want us to make the things that excite us, you know? So I hope you can do that as well. I I whined a lot tonight, but I have some plans. I have some plans. Okay. Well, have a nice night. Thank you, Safety Jinx. Thank you, Auxiliary Character. Thank you, Deadmat Gaming. Thank you, What's This? Thank you, Milliardo. Good morning to you. Uh, thank you, good morning. Well, I guess it's afternoon. Sorry, after like midday, right? Well, whatever. Good morning. Thank you, Rexus. Thank you, Lung. 74125. I think that's everybody here, right? Oh, thank you, Dazzle. Thank you, Dazzle, for stopping by. Thank you, Squishy. And I always thought it was weird that like people would read through the names, but kind of like now that I thought about it a bit, I guess yeah, I do want to show appreciation for everyone who stopped by. Thank you, Juwoon. You look a little odd today. I hope you're feeling okay. Thank you, Dumadius. Thank you, Bagstert, for stopping by. Uh, thank you, Pebble. Suni, thank you. Modred Simp, thank you. Patatas of Papa. Patatas with Papa. Okay, thank you. I think that is everyone. So, yep. All right, I am gotta get out of here. Again, appreciate y'all being here, and I am heading out. So, have a good Monday. Later.